Good morning, sir. I am Prachi Jain. Me and my colleagues Manshi Keer, Manshi Agarwal, Kavya Pandey, Bhakti Sharma are here to present case study of India First Life Insurance. IFLI, Indian First Life Insurance Company Limited, is a life insurance company in India, which was incorporated in November 2009. It has its headquarters in Mumbai. It's the year 2015. Company decided to accelerate the growth and bring IFLI to be fifth insurance company in India. So basically, this case study about IFLI achieving the Vision 2020. Further, in our presentation, we will explain about the challenges and the solution in the way of Vision 2020. Indian First Life Insurance started as a joint venture between two Indian public sector bank. First is a Bank of Baroda, 44%. Bank of Baroda in India, multiple public sector banking and financial service company. It is the third largest public sector bank in India. Second is Andhra Bank, 30%. Andhra Bank was founded in 1923. It was a medium-sized public. It is a medium-sized public sector bank in India. Third is a legal and general company, 26%. It is a multinational company in the financial service and had its head office in London, England. IFLI crossed more than 2 billion in turnover 4.5 months since it started its operation by the selling insurance product, including policy is insurance company insurance, life insurance, group insurance, term life insurance, and pension insurance. And IFLI adopted bank assurance model. Now I will going to explain life insurance. Life insurance can be termed as an agreement between policy owner and the insurer. Life insurance policy offer financial protection of the family of the person insured. Life insurance policy provide a death benefit to a family for the policy holder in the case of unfortunate event. If person insured outlive the policy term, no payout is made. Group insurance. Group insurance as the life insurance offered by the employer or large scale entity, association or labor organization to its worker or member.
प्राची म्यूट हो गया है।
Again.
Sorry, sir. Term life insurance is the type of life of insurance policy that provide coverage for the certain period of time or the specified term of year. In the case of survival, the contract come to the end at the end of term. The term life insurance can the period as long as 40 years, as short as 1 year. No refund of premium. Low premium as only death is covered. Pension insurance. Pension plan are individual retirement plan that you allocate part of your savings for your future. Pension plan can be understood as a plan that guarantee to you provide good salary after your retirement. Bank
Prachi, I
assurance.
think discuss about bank insurance more than any other insurance model.
Oh, okay,
Bank
sir. Okay.
insurance, just tell about that thing.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Bank assurance model. Bank assurance denote a partnership between a life insurance company and a banking institution. It was developed in Europe. Insurer is a responsible manufacturer or underwriting bank service as distributes channel in principle. Bank assurance mean both the way traffic, but in the reality, it is a mostly one way. That's all from my side, sir. Further continue by Manshiki.
The vision of Indian First Life Insurance. In 2015, Vishakha Maheshwari, MD and CEO of Indian First Life Insurance, Indian First Life Insurance Vision 2020 to be the largest insurance provider in the country, to be the among top five insurance companies in India by theme is sharing a life and caring value. Organizer values think new and do more. Be be honest and be helpful. Praveen Menon shared about the ideas and employees be a differentiators. And Mr. Menon, Mr. Menon know the insurance in highly regulated the competitive marketing with the over 24 companies. The competing and the offering almost similar provider with the minor provision with the minor provisions. Therefore, the only way was to therefore the only way to was to focus on the employees who could develop an suitable insurance and the offering the high quality customers. Since this help in caring of organization and capable for the achieving in vision 2020. And over to Kavya.
So, let's discuss about the envisioning competency mapping and career progression. So, after the employee as differentiator, Mr. Maheshwari's Vision 2020 and Mr. Menon led to know expectations from the current employee. So, with this, Mr. Menon decided to form competency system team, the CST, which define the new role for the employees of whole organization. With the help of CST team, Mr. Menon developed a
Switch on
tentative.
your camera. I'm not going to say this again. Those who are presenting are required to switch on their cameras.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, okay. So, with the help of CST team, Mr. Menon developed a tentative list record uh, to the capability of employees, that which one will have the align for their respective roles for achieving their Vision 2020. After this, Mr. Menon realized that it was not only getting role expectations. Mr. Menon and team also had to align role expectations with the process. So the next step is to competency diagnosis. With this diagnosis, Mr. Menon had few questions. If employees had required competencies, and if had, so how would IFLI reward them? And if an employee had lacked the defined competencies, so how would IFLI fulfill that lack of competency? So for this, Mr. Menon had a discussion with Ms. Kaustuba Parkar, the head talent management of IFLI. Ms. Parkar asked Mr. Menon that are you also linking employees' competencies with their career progression? She told that she had noticed that previously the employees were promoted for their long time of doing work in the organization, not for their new role they are fit for. And this led to obstacle for the achieving Vision 2020. So, Mr. Menon and Ms. Parkar shared a new policy based on the principle pay for performance and promote for potential. So after this, after the new policy, there are the three criterias for which the employees would rewarded for their performance and the good work. So the first criteria is time, the length of time the employee had been in the current role, the performance, the employee's performance in the current role. The last one is the demand, whether the employee had the defined competency required to perform the challenges demanded by the new role. So continuing with my colleague Mansi Agarwal.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Mansi Agrawal, and I am here to speak on the organizational bands and behavioral capabilities at India's First Life Insurance. There are four bands, including operational, strategic, tactical, and leadership. I'll start with operational, which includes planning and organizing. Planning and organizing helps the employees get their work done accurately according to their time. The operational band of planning and organizing helps the employees of the organization to be more effective and efficient. Being well organized and developing effective plans also helps the India's First Life Insurance to achieve the Vision 2020. The employees should have the ability to develop strategies, plans for achieving goals, and anticipate roadblocks. Second is achievement orientation. Achievement orientation means having the drive and passion to accomplish goals. The employees of the organization should be honest and focused on one's work to exceed the standard of excellence. Effective communication. In the insurance company, the sender should have the skill to send the effective information about the policy of the company to their customers. Second is tactical band, analytical thinking. The employee should have the uh, tactical and analytical thinking to understand and solve all the problems quickly and easily. It involves a methodological step-by-step approach to think and solve the issues by breaking into smaller pieces. Initiative. It means the identification of a challenge or opportunity which depicts a strong bias for taking actions to address the identified challenge or opportunity. Third is strategic band. Strategic orientation. The strategic orientation is very important for an employee to understand and think about the organizational issues and identify important factors in complex situations. Developing others. The strategic thinker of the organization should have the genuine intent and passion to foster the long term learning and development of their partners. Impact and influence. The strategic bands gives us the idea to influence or impact on others. By this, the employees would convince others the support and specific agenda or goal. Last is leadership. Leadership में आएगा envisioning. It means to think or forecast about the future. The employee should have the quality and to be prepared to face each and every problem which would come in the future year of India's first life insurance. Fostering and collaboration. It means to work together to achieve a common goal. It also defines the roles and responsibilities within the team and make it clear that collaboration is the minimum standard. All team members should understand their positions and what is required of them. Institutional building. It means any structure that fulfills a role related to healthcare, education, recreational, or public works. There should be an institutional building where an employee can easily perform their work or activity and feels like a great place to work. Thank you, ma'am. Now Bhakti will continue.
Thank you, Mansi. After this, I will tell you about the strategy alternative adopted by IFL. There are three types of strategies that IFL has adopted, and those are balancing loops, reinforcing loops, and competency monitoring. A balancing loop first is the balancing loop. A balancing loop attempts to move the current state to a preferred state, which is the final goal. This situation happen when a action is taken to achieve the goal. Second is reinforcing loop. A reinforcing loop is represented when a particular action creates a outcome that encourages more to the similar action, thereby resulting in growth or decline. Third, uh, third strategy was the competency monitoring. Competency monitoring refers to the ongoing review of the result achieved in the competency development phase. After this, can you please change the slide, Mansi? Kavya? After this, they have adopted the new system after adoption of the strategies, these three strategies. Uh, in 2015, IFL stopped using the bell curve system and they have adopted the balanced scorecard system. Uh, Balanced scorecard system means IFL employees will receive three feedback system. First is first meeting would be in each quarter before the final meeting, and the third is at the year end appraisal. This will help the employees to become familiar with their performance on work goals. Second was only on the basis of the employee's performance they will be given category. So first category was the growth quadrant. The second category was the risk quadrant, and the third category was the development quadrant, which in which employees will be categorized. The first two quadrants was successfully completed and performed by the employees, but in the third bracket, the employees didn't work and perform their job as instructed. So Praveen decided to link the PMS with capability development or learning L&D department interventions, which helped them to identify and address the need for the competency development, which they have not fulfilled in the third bracket, that is the development quadrant. After linking L&D department and the HR department will see the challenges that the employee faced in the development quadrant. Okay. After that, the employees will go through the special L&D interventions, and they will develop a required competency. According to Praveen, this strategy would create a meritocracy environment at IFIL.
Meritocracy. Meritocracy.
Sorry,
Meritocracy.
sorry, ma'am.
It's okay.
Meritocracy, environment at IFIL. Praveen developed 27 programs that is one program each day and were delivered in house. After all this, all the L&D interventions were considered to be capability development exercise, that is CDE, and not just training program, as these programs will help employees not only in current jobs but also for the future. After this, they have taken three steps to sign in the program. Those steps were first, all the employees according to their band will sign up in the program. Second step would be the employees'
Switch on your
immediate
camera.
supervisor will. Okay, ma'am.
And you need to do this. I don't have to remind you every time.
Ma'am, am
Yes.
I visible?
Yes.
Okay, just a second. Yeah. So the second was the employee's immediate supervisor would be approving them and giving the permission to sign in the program. In the third step, after the approval of the supervisor, the application for the program would be validated jointly from the HR plus the HR and will be finalized approved by the supervisor, functional head. Sorry. The next slide was transmitting the framework. After this, after this, the main challenge of Mr. Praveen and Mr. Parker was to communicate the competency framework. Praveen shared with Parker the need for two-way communication and transparency. While communicating with the employees about the new job roles and the competencies approved for performing in the job, uh, they want the feedback from the employees so that they can get what are the performance. Sorry,
That's
I'm
perfectly
fumbling.
fine. It's okay. It's okay.
With a total employee strength of 1,400 and with 800 employees in the sales function spread across India, Praveen thought the new job role and the list of competencies should, as competencies should share with the uh, Think First I Feel a leadership team that finalizes the strategy level goals to achieve Vision 2020.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay.